What's up, y'all? It's Celeste, and I am now 9 months post-op. I had double incision top surgery with Dr. Garamoni on October 10th of 2017, but instead of just doing a regular update this month, because there isn't really that much to talk about, I'm gonna wait till next month to do my next update, and instead of doing that, I'm gonna answer a question that I got from somebody named Unspoken Voices, and they wanted to know what things I noticed after top surgery that I didn't expect, or things that surprised me after top surgery. So I came up with a list of 5 things, and I'm gonna go through those now. The first thing I've actually already talked about. In fact, I made an entire video about it, and that is how quickly I felt comfortable showing my chest, how quickly my feeling of modesty around my chest kind of disappeared. Not entirely. I still haven't quite gotten over all of that in person situations. I haven't been out in public without a shirt on. I haven't been shirtless in front of my whole family or anything like that. But as far as being on the internet, it was pretty much immediate. The day after my reveal, I came home and edited together my video from the reveal and immediately posted it on the internet. So it really didn't take very long for me to feel okay with that, which really surprised me because of all the reasons that I detailed in that video. If you haven't watched it yet, I will put it up there, of course, and you can check that out. Number 2, kind of along the same lines, is that I didn't expect to feel like my chest felt right to me so quickly. And that also was pretty much immediate. Obviously, when I first had my reveal and the first little while after I was starting to recover and everything was it looked wounded, and I had incisions and stitches and things like that, so it didn't look healthy exactly, but it definitely, as far as the shape of everything, the placement of everything, it looked right to me and it felt right to me. And I didn't really expect that, not because I had doubts about wanting a flat chest or because I had doubts about wanting top surgery or anything like that. It was just that I felt like I had had the chest that I had before top surgery for 20 years, and that's a long time to have a body and have things in your body that you are used to carrying yourself a certain way, you're used to just things feeling a certain way, things looking a certain way. And I don't know, I thought that maybe it would take me a little while to kind of get used to not having that, even if it wasn't something I wanted. Just the familiarity of it seems like it would have taken a while to get used to being gone, and that did not happen at all. I was really that was in the past. I honestly really quickly almost felt like it wasn't real that I had had that chest. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, because it's this weird feeling where you kind of feel like your new chest isn't real because it's kind of like a dream and it's sort of surreal, but then it also kind of feels like it's always been that way. It's a really weird feeling that I don't think that's how everybody experiences it, but I've heard other people who've had top surgery discuss those same kinds of feelings, so I don't think it's too unusual either. So yeah, that definitely surprised me how right everything felt and how quickly it really just became this normal thing. I'm 9 months post-op now, but I mean, even within the first couple of months, even when I was still recovering, I was aware that I was recovering, and I was aware that everything, I was aware of reality and everything, but it felt to me like it had been much longer. It felt to me like I had had this chest, that I'd had a flat chest for so much longer than just a few months, and it's just it just feels so natural to me. Number 3, maybe this kind of goes along with that, I don't know, but I was kind of expecting, or kind of trepidatious that I might have post-op depression, and I didn't really have that at all. I did have frustration, I did have restlessness and things like that, but it never really was a depression. It never was a big hit to my mental health or anything like that. If anything, I had post-op euphoria, because I was just so happy with my chest, and I was just so happy with, I don't know, the whole recovery process. I guess this is kind of weird to say, because it's not like it was all fun, and there was definitely a lot of it that was painful and uncomfortable and stuff, but it felt really good to me to go through recovery. It felt I don't know, it just felt like this accomplishment or something. Not in the way of checking off a box kind of accomplishment. It's more the effort that I put in and like the mental and emotional effort and energy and the physical energy my body put into it. I don't know, it just felt like this thing that I went through that, I don't know, I guess it just feels good to have gone through that somehow. I hope this is coming across the way that I'm intending it, because I don't know, I feel like this could be misinterpreted somehow, but it just felt like something that I am proud to have gone through, and like I'm happy I went through it, and it wasn't fun in every way, and it was very frustrating, but it wasn't an upsetting experience, and it wasn't a distressing experience for the most part. It was mostly a positive experience, even though it was annoying and frustrating and sometimes painful and uncomfortable and all that kind of stuff. It still was like something that I'm happy that I went through, if that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah. Number 4 is I didn't expect to have as much pec development as I did, which is not to say that I'm like super built or anything, because I'm not. But before top surgery, I was trying to work out a decent amount. Like I was trying to do push-ups and stuff like that. But I had top surgery in October, and it wasn't until I think August of that year that I could even do one push-up at all. And even then I did most of my push-ups like knee push-ups, and I think I could only do maybe 5 to 10 push-ups, like real push-ups, full push-ups, sorry, not real push-ups, but unassisted push-ups, whatever you want to call them, total, at all. And so it wasn't like I was doing a lot of push-ups, and it wasn't like I really built up my upper body very much at all. So when I had my reveal, I was surprised that I really had any pec development, because when I had breasts there, I couldn't really see that. I couldn't really, I don't know, I didn't really feel like I had much muscle development there. I never really thought about it that hard, honestly, just because there was other stuff in the way, and I didn't really like to look at that area of myself anyway, so I wasn't really, I don't know, I guess I just wasn't really aware of it. But yeah, so that was a cool surprise at my reveal, and then afterward, as I've been recovering and everything, and once I started being able to work out again, I don't know, it's just been a really cool little novel thing, because I've never experienced that before. I've never experienced being able to work out my pecs and actually see anything from that. So that was cool. And the 5th thing is kind of the downer one. Sorry, I'm ending on the downer one, but and maybe this was kind of wishful thinking on my part, but I kind of expected after top surgery that I wouldn't always get gendered as female, that I wouldn't always get read as female out in public from strangers. And to be fair, I only know about the things that people actually say. Like if somebody calls me she or calls me ma'am or something like that, those are the only ones I know about. It's possible that there are people who aren't sure of my gender and just don't say anything. And I wouldn't know about that. But from my perspective, what I have observed, I've never been called anything other than she or ma'am. I've never been called sir or he or anything like that, which I didn't really expect that necessarily, although, I don't know, I kind of thought maybe every once in a while I would get that, especially people from the back. I don't even get gendered as male from the back. But anyway, I did kind of expect, or maybe was hoping, that more people would kind of at least appear to be uncertain, or appear to be, I don't know, they weren't sure. Either they weren't sure of my gender, or they weren't sure what to say, what words to use or something like that. But no, everybody still just jumps right to she and ma'am, and it's really annoying. Even when I've gone to pick up my testosterone and things like that, everybody always calls me she and ma'am, and it's really annoying. But, yeah, so I did kind of expect that having a flat chest would, I don't know. And especially, after I went back on T, I thought maybe, there would be some ambiguity there that people wouldn't be sure, and it would, I don't know. I guess, maybe that was just wishful thinking on my part, but anyway, that was kind of a disappointment that's never happened, other than the one time that I did talk about in my recovery, or not my reveal video, that on my way to the reveal, when I still had the bandages on and like the drains and everything. So I was like wearing this kind of bulky shirt. Like that day when I went to Panera, and I went in the women's bathroom, there was a guy who like tried to like stop me, and he was like, "Oh, that's the women's bathroom." Like he thought I was a guy. And so that was like the one time that like anything even close to that has ever happened. And that was only because I was like all like scrubby looking and like hunched over and wearing like this big baggy shirt and stuff like that. So that doesn't really count exactly, because that's the only time that that's ever happened. Like since then, I have worn lots of clothes that are like guys' clothes. Like a lot of the clothes I wear are guys' clothes. Like this shirt is a guy's shirt. And it's not like I wear things that are super tight or fitted or anything like that. But yeah, always still get gendered as female. So that sucks. So yeah, that's the downer. That's the disappointment that I had from things that I didn't necessarily expect after top surgery. But all of the other ones I think are pretty positive. So those were the ones I could think of. There might be other things that I haven't thought of. So if you have had top surgery or any kind of surgery and you want to let me know in the comments what kinds of things you were surprised by or things you weren't expecting to happen or to feel or just to experience from that whole process, then let me know about that. And of course, if you have any other questions about my experience, you can always leave those in the comments as well, and or message me or whatever you want to do to get a hold of me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my future content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.